Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new League of Legends gameplay. And this one, we're on the PvE server playing the new Wukong, the mini rework, the rework, whatever you want to call it. He got some pretty significant changes, like this time, like for real, like seriously. We're gonna go over it very quickly as we're obviously playing this game. Of course, I need to. Oh, look at this. Oh man. So there, actually, one of the changes was two of the changes was already in that fight right there. I don't know if you noticed them. Number one. Let's go over it from the beginning. Let's start with his passive first. So his passive still has the usual passive where he gets the extra resistances, right, based on, you know, the champions beside him, etc. That's still there, which is good. Oops. But he has the new one as well, which you see me use it on him right here. Ooh. Right, you saw me use it there. The second passive is essentially as you hit a champion with either yourself or your clones. Yeah, and yes, your clones can hit them now. Not just the W spin, they can hit them now. It actually puts a little passive thing. You can see whenever I auto attack him, he has like a little armor shred. You can see it on the minions too. So whenever you hit them, you get the little armor shred thing on them, which essentially just means you do more damage to them. There's 5 stacks total to it, and each stack obviously makes you do more and more damage, right? Naturally. Goodbye, rope. Goodbye to you. So that's how that works. So every time you hit him with a spell, with your auto attacks, with your clone, 5 stacks, more damage, right? You can read it here if you want to pause it. You can check it out. 4% per stack, right? 5 times 4 is 20, so 20% extra damage, which is quite a lot, actually. Moving on to this Q ability. Wait, let's play it. Let's play it. It's fine. 45, no problem. We can win this 45, no problems. Anyways, moving on. What else do we have? His Q ability now has a passive effect where after any spellcast, not just his Q, any spellcast, will make your next auto attack ranged, right? That's pretty big in my opinion. I also see a free kill here on this guy here. What's up, dude? Right, so any single spell you use, whether it's your W as well, your next auto attack is ranged, which is pretty cool actually. And on top of that, your Q now also heals you. It no longer shreds armor, but it heals you. So you can actually trade it a little bit better in lane now, which is pretty cool. Go ahead and use it on here. Watch. Like that, right? Obviously, if you use the Q to proc the auto attack increase, it'll obviously instantly kind of use it, but... See the attacks, look at it. It just attacks. Isn't that cool? It just stands there attacking. It's really cool. I wonder if the duration actually increases based on the level of the W, which would be interesting. Nice. Get me out, boys. Get that free kill while we can. Get that free kill. We gotta snowball this game, boys. We're down one person. We're down one man's. So that's the change to his Q ability, where it has... I don't want to like die to this shooting. Oh god, power. I can't even go for that. I'm gonna back up. You know what? I'm gonna heal up. We're chilling. So yeah, that's his Q ability, where extra range plus the heal, which is pretty cool. Wait, what the fuck is this? Goodbye, Rob. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy talking. But let's move on to his W. You saw the W already, where he activated. He actually teleport forward a little bit, but the clone actually attacks anything around it, right? Dealing 50% damage to champions, but 100% to minions and stuff like that, which is pretty cool too. I guess we'll get boots here, and then we'll also get another long sword. Beautiful. See? Kind of go forward a little bit like that, which is pretty cool. If you read it here, leave behind a clone that will attack nearby enemies, dealing damage equal to Wukong's AD to minions and monsters, 50% of that to champions, and the clone disappears after 2.5 seconds, right? Moving on to his E ability. The E ability for the most part is actually the same, but there's one big difference, which makes it more confusing of an ability, where his 2 clones that dash out now look, first of all, a lot more like Wukong, and it's a lot harder to tell which of the clones is the real Wukong as well. So it's a lot more deceiving in that sense. And his ultimate is essentially the same. But the one kind of quality of life change to his ultimate now is the fact that you don't have to press R again to cancel it. You can actually use abilities whenever you want in the middle of the ultimate to instantly cancel the ultimates and, you know, do whatever ability you're using, which is also really, really nice. Just makes it a little bit easier to use, right? Pretty big plus in my opinion. See, and if you do, by the way, if you do this, Wukong looks a lot more like he's using his clone now. You see, I press S. He instantly takes it as if he used the clone. So it's much harder to tell when you do the clone and when you don't. I don't know how that hit him, but okay. That looked like it hit him right through the counter-strike. I want to dive this guy so badly, you have no idea. But he has his E up, and I can't do it while he has his E up. His E is no longer up. I repeat, his E is no longer up. Attack speed increase is nice. That attack speed increase is nice. Get me out, boys. Where's the Trinimir? I'm probably dead to Trinimir. Where is he? I'm so scared of him. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and do this a little bit more. Now, I don't know if you want to max your Q ability or your E ability first on Wukong, right? Because I like the E more because it actually gives you so much more base damage right now, right? It feels really nice for the damage. But I also really like... Goodbye, world. Please wall him. Please wall him. Oh my god, we live. Give me up, boys. Goodbye, Karthus, my friend. You are a noble sacrifice. You will not be forgotten, I promise you. They will remember your name, Karthus. They will remember your name, Karthus. I promise you, they will remember your name. Oh, Lux is back. Nice. So yeah, that's kind of like the gist of the changes to the Wukong, right? Again, let's go over very quickly as we go back to lane, just in case you're not, you're a little confused or something like that. Maybe I'll make it a little bit easier, I guess, to understand. Let's go ahead and get this right here. All right, so very quickly, go over the change again. His passive, new effect. Now, wherever you attack a champion or minion or anything, in fact, with yourself, your abilities, or your clone, you stack you put a passive on them, which stacks up to 5 times, which essentially gives you extra damage per stack, right? Up to 20% total. Your Q ability now can increase your attack range after you use any spell, including Q, of course, or W or whatever. So that's pretty cool too. And it also heals. My place is at the top. Whenever you use your W now pushes you forward a little bit more, I believe. I don't think I ever did that. And on top of that, your clone can now attack minions and champions, which is also really cool. You can see, look at that. Helps me a little bit push in the wave, right? Your E ability now is much more deceptive because apparently the clones you can interact with. So I'm assuming it can absorb like spells and stuff like that, which is also really cool. And your ultimate now can be cancelled at any time by using any ability, not just pressing the R again, which is also really, really nice. Man, if only he was playing like a mage. This is like so hard to tower dive. I'm coming for Trinity. Come here, Trinity. Where you going, big boy? Where you going, big boy? So what's cool about Wukong now is I'm pretty sure there's no cooldown on his passive Q, right? That increases the attack range. So what that means is actually you can W like that, or you can just E on the target. You can auto attack, right? You get the increased range, which is really, really nice. And then you can follow up with the Q, because as you use the Q, well, you instantly get the increased range again, and you get essentially 2 auto attacks in there at increased range. So it just overall increases your range by a lot. I'm like repeating the same thing, it feels like, but I'm not. I promise you. Yo, is this guy still coming mid? Like, bruh.
Every mistake is a lesson.
Worth. Falling worth on that. Yeah, no one else gets a shutdown. That's, I guess on the bright side. Ooh, this Karthus though. He's dead because as he drags the Karthus, his E is on him, and that's actually kind of funny. That drag essentially was his own death. You can't drag the Karthus, man. His E is on. He'll just keep hitting you non-stop. That's actually a really good, maybe a really good pick into his corner, now that I think about it. Now, the game recommends us to go for Black Cleaver. I don't want to go for Black Cleaver, and the reason is because even though it's not a bad item, I don't think, even on the new Wukong, I think Triforce might be better. I really do. That's a fatty wave looking top side. I want to go ahead and get it. It looks like when he spins like that, he does some damage, but I don't think he does, which kind of sucks. It would be pretty cool if actually spins forward, like that little dash he does. Anything in between that takes a little bit of damage in the spin. Could have been a cool change, but maybe it would have made his kit a little too overloaded. But TLDR is like, he's not as bursty anymore. He's much more of like a consistent fighter, you know? He's more of like, he wants to stay in the fight, get the passive procs, you know, get the extra damage going, and then just maintain that extra damage. Almost like a Jax now, if you will, while having really nice spells to give him sustain and prolonged team fighting and 1v1ing, you know, dueling potential and all that stuff as well, which is pretty cool. Which is why I think Triforce is better compared to Black Cleaver, personally. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume he doesn't have his R. But the cool thing is also is like, because of your passive, that auto attack you do with the increased range, like even just after your E, is more damage than just an auto attack. It's not really just an auto attack because you've already applied some stacks, right, to the target from your passive. So you're just doing so much damage to them because of that, which is really cool, I think. All in all, I actually really like the changes to Wukong. I really think it's good for the champion because at the moment the champion is very one-dimensional. He's just go in, burst someone down. By the way, the burst is actually very high damage and it's very hard to stop because of his ult, it's instant CC. But it's also like very one-dimensional, right? Now it's like he's much more of a fighter. He wants to like stay in the fight longer. He has more tools to be deceptive because his W now is more deceptive. His E is more deceptive. And yeah, and the heal and everything makes him, you know, much more of a sturdy fighter. He can stay in the fight longer. Just all in all, really, really good stuff, I think, for the change for Wukong. So it's really good changes. I like it. So if you're a Wukong player, man, I honestly think you should be happy. He doesn't feel like just one-dimensional anymore. Nowhere near as much, at least. Now let's go for Triforce. So we're gonna get the Sheen here.
Who questions my ability?
Use the W for that little bit of extra movement speed because it does push you forward just a tad, right? So might as well. And yeah, I think the Triforce is better because of the attack speed. Just stay in there, just get the proc damage going. I mean, even though you can proc his passive with abilities, I still feel like, you know, having auto attacks in there in between everything is really, really nice. Because every auto attack does more damage as well.
Bring me
will soon fall.
Go forward a little bit here. I just realized, you know what? I don't want to actually tank the tower. I did that because I thought if I do that, I'll keep him inside the area longer. And then I'll just kill him after anyways. But then I realized the tower's actually doing quite a bit of damage. And I don't really want to deal with the tower doing that much damage to me. So I decided to back out anyways. Maybe killing spree. What's going on there? Oh yeah, you can also use your E and W to proc your auto attack extra for on towers and stuff too. Just that big smack on the tower, which is really cool. Now, I want to see if I can beat the Shinmir one-on-one over here. I do have a Sheen, so I am really, really strong. And he has no ultimate, so I want to see if I can wait. See what we can do to him. Never mind, apparently. Go ahead and use the healer. Again, the heal scales off of his attack damage, right? Which is really good. I guess we'll reset. I mean, he's under his tower. I don't think I can kill him under his tower. Oh, the clone with a hit. Oh no! Oh god, wait, he's actually thirsty. Oh, that was close. Alright, get the hell out. Skarner, get out of my lane, bro. Get out. Do I have enough for Triforce yet? I'm pretty close, I think. I am actually really close. I almost want to sell this just for the Triforce. 40 gold. You know what? Never mind. Guess we'll just do this. And... you know what? We're going to sell this potion is what we're going to do. We're going to sell this potion. We're going to pick up the Stinger. And I guess we'll come back to... we'll come back after. You know what? I want to keep the Doran's Blade. I think the HP and everything that it offers at the moment is just too good to pass up. So, for now, we'll keep it. God, that damage is crazy. Seriously, like his damage is still really much there. It's there. It's without question still very much there. Like you're very strong still. Whew, the Q damage and everything. You can use W here for the extra. Whew. Wait, it applies to. Wait, I gotta double check that. Hold on a second. His passive applies to towers. What? Wait, really? Wait, his passive applies to towers. That's a little bit OP, I'm not gonna lie. If that's not a... Maybe it's a glitch. It could be a glitch. It's PvE. There are glitches. It could be a glitch. But if that's not a glitch and his passive actually goes on towers, that is like really, really, really good. A little too good, I would even say.
Show me the path.
This guy wants to fight me, huh? Okay, I will fight you, I guess. Yeah, I like the Triforce, man. I feel like if you're ahead and you want to kind of snowball your lead, I think Triforce is the way to go. If you want to play more towards team fights, I mean Black Cleaver is really good, again, with the ultimate. Or... His Q's so fast, it's like, whoosh. It's just such a fast ability, I love it. So nice. The heal isn't healing me too much yet, though. 47, that's not bad. I mean, considering if you get the cooldown lower, maybe get a Spear Visage in there as well, they can start healing for quite a bit, man, especially once you actually start getting a lot of AD. So if you just go full AD Wukong, like full lethality or something like that, that thing will rack up pretty fast. I want to end this thing quickly. Get the tower. While the Zed is busy 1v9. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Alright. Gotta go, boys. Yeah, see, I would love to help you. Believe me, I really would. I just literally have no mana.
Every mistake.
Wait, this blue buff is spawning. I kind of want it. I don't know if I'll be able to get it, though. This Karn is on his way, but I think they're going to Dragon over the blue. Don't mind me, boys. Just get in the blue buff. Don't mind me. You guys do your thing. I'll join you in just a bit. Just really, really need this blue buff. What's up, girl? Wait, you didn't expect to see me there. Goodbye to you as well. Where's the Fizz? You're next. I have 3,000 gold. I do want to spend, but I also really want to get this Fizz. Come here, boy. Where do you think you're running to, huh? I want to cut him off up here. Use a W. Little dash. Oh, he's running up there. Never mind. Alright. We'll let him live. We'll let him live. Let him see another day. No problem. Let's just reset. Let's just get the gold spent, man. We're so strong. I want to end the game. Whew. I almost want to just go for more lethality as well. I'll just go for more lethality, man. Why not? Let's get a dust wave while we're at it, too. Just go full lethality with Triforce. That sounds actually really spicy. I like that. This is where I wish I had Flash, because you can just Flash and just do so much damage to these guys. By the way, actually... Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's magical damage. Wait, okay, so maybe lethality is not that good. I just realized. His Q is actually magical damage now. That I forgot to mention that completely. It's a magical damage ability now, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. It just means that you don't go lethality. Because now it's a bit harder to itemize against him as well. That's actually a really big change. I completely forgot about it. But yeah, it is magical damage. Ooh. Oh, he actually reacted. No. I was hoping he wouldn't react with his ultimate, and I'll just like kill him instantly. Oh, they're trying to kill him. All right, guys. Well, there you guys have it. The new Wukong rework is really nice, I have to admit. Again, completely forgot to mention about the magical damage on the Q. But the fact that his Q is magical damage means it's a lot harder to itemize against him. But it also means that going pure lethality might not be the best option, just because it doesn't help your Q at all, right? So you want to go for things like bruisery builds, like maybe Death's Dance, maybe Spear of Shojin, things like that, I think is what you want to go for. But either way, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, then don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends, let everyone else see this Wukong rework in action and see what it can do, because it is very, very good. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.